All right. Here, you want a cookie? There you go. Goofy dog. Why is the stream not starting? Oh no, it's live. So why is it not? What the heck? Okay, there we go. I couldn't get it to work on mine for some reason. Alright. Alright. Let's get started. Let's get this party rolling. First thing we're gonna do is this. Boop. That way y'all can see all the goodies that came out today. So first thing I'm gonna do is I want to take just a minute to hold on. I want to go back to my channel. there's something I have to do, chat. Hold on. it's crucial. I need to give a couple of shout outs real quick. Trust me, this is imperative. Let's see. Alright, I just want to give a special shout out to let's see. Inquisitor Thomas, I'm sorry, SOTEK, but I feel like you're grasping at straws here. What else we got here? There was someone else that had like a really goofy one. See if I can find him. Abmong, that figure with the red bandana, looks like a generic male zombie deckhand to me. People seem to be overlooking one crucial detail. This is the vampire coast. I remember there being a lot of people giving me shit for this, but unfortunately it seems to be difficult to find these because it looks like they just kind of fell down. Well, the point is, if you said I was wrong, you're wrong! How dare you doubt me! Here's Chloe. She's over here. She's looking at me because I have treats for her, but I'm only giving them to her one at a time. Hey! Yeah, good girl. All right, so let's talk about what showed up today, because a gajillion people were adding me when I was eating breakfast. Just everyone on Earth. Hey SOTEK, hey SOTEK, hey SOTEK. It's like, yes, I saw it. And now people are messaging me on Steam about it. My God, please stop. Okay, so before we get too far into looking at this, which is all the reveal info, I don't know exactly how someone got a full body image, but someone ripped full body images. And so this is one of the lords. I don't know why it's so dark on this screen. Hold on. Can I move Discord over and you can see it? Oh no, okay, you can see it fine on the stream. It's just this dark. So that is 100 and gajillion% ARANESSA SALTSPITE. That is SALTSPITE. Fish, peg legs, got her halberd, 100% ARANESSA SALTSPITE. Looks amazing. Prince Teclis probably not. I'm sure she'll be very popular. Oh wait, right click the image, go in another tab. No, it's still whatever, y'all can see it, it doesn't matter. So the mystery person is this individual. So this seems to be the Siren of the Storms. Don't know who this is. This is not a pre-established character. I can tell you 100% this is not a character from the setting. This is a CA original character. There's nobody who looks anything like this. You might have to turn up your screen brightness a little bit. It's visible. I'm watching the stream on my own monitor and you can see it. It's hard to see, but you can see it. So all you see is all black screen. Well, we'll look at it this way. So this is the mystery character. So right now we've got Luthor Harkin, Count Noctilus, ARANESSA SALTSPITE, and question mark. So this has to be the Siren of the Storms. And based on the fact of that, it definitely looks like a female character. And she has a staff and a fan, like for fanning yourself. So I would guess this is the wizard character of the DLC. I mean, Noctilus should be able to use magic, but he's not like a hardcore wizard. This character looks like she is the hardcore wizard character. Yeah, Swiss, that's probably who this is. But Shadow, Shadow Shroom, I don't think she's from any corner of the lore. I think she's going to literally be a new character. Outbreak and Gorst existed in the setting, they just weren't very important or big. But, yeah, very, very excited. I'm glad ARANESSA was already confirmed, so I didn't have to look like a crazy person for, like, weeks. Because a lot of people kept being like, no, SOTEK, you're wrong. It's like, fuck you, I was right. Get on my level, nerd. Yeah. So I don't know who this is. I have no idea. And no one else is going to know. No one's going to know who this is until they tell us. How can I tell that's ARANESSA SALTSPITE? This person right here. Because she has bandana. She has the same armor. And there's an expanded image you can find on my Discord that people have been putting up. Unfortunately, I can't get it on a white background for some reason because no one was polite enough to make an easy to look at version of it. But there's a background image on there of her. But unfortunately, if I try and open it, it's literally black on black, so you can't see it. But if you go to my Discord, you'll see it, and it's got her peg legs. Like it's her. Will Sartosa be a land of the dead? Presumably. Presumably. I don't know how they're going to handle Sartosa. I feel very, very strongly that Sartosa is 100% in the campaign now. But I don't know how they're going to tell the story of the connection between the Vampire Coast and Sartosa. Well, Joseph, I'm 100% sure this is the Siren of the Storms. Over here. I just don't know anything else about her. I don't know why her hair is stood up like that. Like, I don't know if it's like a headdress, or maybe she's holding one of those, like, electric orb things. Like, maybe she has to do with lightning? I don't know. This was posted on the Academy Total War page. They're doing to be revealed for the other three, and then they gave us all of Luthor Harkin's information, which we're going to go over in a second. Yeah, Rama, that's certainly possible. Alright, so let's dig into Luthor Harkin. So here we've got his faction icon. So for centuries, Arch Grand Commodore Luthor Harkin has ruled a stretch of the Lustrian shore known as the Vampire Coast. He raided the temples of Lustria until the old ones could tolerate it no more and placed a powerful hex upon him, shattering his mind into many warring personalities and severing him from the winds of magic. Harkin's multiple identities now battle for dominance, but they have one common goal: to plunder the sacred places of the Lizardmen and use the power of their Salon artifacts to break the curse and heal his damaged mind. Why do I think it's a woman, Bob Ross? Because of this. Find it. Because of this. So this came out the day before the DLC reached out. And here it talks about two characters right here. It says, with shattered minds that thirst for our destruction, Luthor Harkin, and the Siren of the Storms herself on the move. That is not ARANESSA SALTSPITE. That's not one of her epithets. ARANESSA SALTSPITE's epithet is the Queen of Tides. She is not called the Siren of the Storm. She has nothing to do with sirens. She has nothing to do with storms. So that only leaves one possible character, which is the fourth Legendary Lord. Why does Luthor Harkin look so old? Give him a break. He's freaking insane. He's been in Lustria for like 1,600 years. Immortality, it was probably just for the sake of, it was just for cinematic sake, probably. Chico, no, Aminar is also not a siren. And Aminar is not a female either. Aminar's a male merworm. We know who Aminar is. Aminar is the guardian of, he's the guardian of, Lothern. He actually he's actually popped up numerous times, in the lore. Like, we know Aminar. Alright. Does the Siren have no canonical appearance? No, Sagar. There's no person in the lore called the, Siren of the Storms. Yonder McCreator, I don't think so, because the way this talks is that when it says with Shattered Minds and the Siren of the Storms herself on the move, this seems to really insinuate two rival factions, like two rival pirates. And based on the fact that of the person who wrote this letter, I'm guessing this letter is addressed to ARANESSA SALTSPITE. Which is why it talks about Luthor and the Siren of the Storms down here. And it's interesting, it doesn't make any note of Count Noctilus, but he might be like an unknown contender because he hides out in the Maelstrom. Now hold on, we can debate some things in a little bit. Let's go through the information we have here on Luthor and go from there. So, for faction effects for the Vampire Coast, we've got Luthor Harkin's fierce hatred of Lizardmen significantly hampers diplomatic relations, but gives him a notable edge when leading his armies against them. So, severe diplomatic penalty against the Lizardmen, but he clearly has a lot of buffs. Lord effects. Luthor Harkin's mind is fractured, meaning any one of his myriad different personalities can seize control with unpredictable consequences. That sounds like a completely unique mechanic. So, I guess he can switch personalities? Without your consent during the campaign, and it like changes him somehow. Really curious to see how this is gonna work. Really curious, and I really hope we also get like Marius Leekdorf and they just recycle the mechanic for him. Yeah, mods, if you could be posting this link, just spam this link in chat, I'd appreciate it. Like, literally just drop it like every 30 minutes. Mount Death Shriek Terrorgeist. Luthor Harkin can take to the skies astride a fearsome Terrorgeist. That is super cool. I would not have expected them to put Harkin... Oh, is he going to have his pistol when he's flying? That's going to be really mean. Like, an armor-piercing missiles on a Terrorgeist that can already, like, scream at you? Ugh. That's not going to be nice at all. His unique quest item, Slon Gold, which we see him trying to get in the trailer. This filthy lucre reduces the cost of raising the dead. So, oh, okay, so they have the raise dead mechanic. Oh, that's nice. I didn't think they were going to have the raise dead mechanic, but there we go. Increases magic resistance. Makes sense. Reduces the winds of magic of starting amount for enemy armies. Okay, so kind of like I talked about, this guy's just going to shit on you if you use magic. Like, if you take a magic lord against him, he's just going to take a big dump on your face. Unique skills. So these are things that are going to be in his actual skill tree. Man of War, which is of course a reference to the Man of War Corsair game, which was the tabletop naval battle game long time ago. Luthor Harkin is no stranger to battle. His thousands of years of experience bolstering the leadership of his depth guard and zombie deckhands, as well as increasing hero capacity for vampire fleet captains. So there we have it 100% confirmed that we not only have fleet captains, but they're actual vampires. So it looks like we're going to, just like the vampire counts have a female hero that can cast magic and is also a capable fighter, looks like we're going to have the exact same thing for the vampire coast. Awesome, makes sense. Severed from the winds. Luthor Harkin's connection to the winds of magic was violently severed, increasing his magic resistance and reducing the winds of magic, starting him out for enemy armies. So he has that as a skill, and he can further bolster it by getting Slon Gold. So this guy is literally just going to be like the most anti-magic fucker on the face of the planet. Mr. Nut, we don't know anything about Fellheart. We don't know anything about the free LC. We don't know about the vampire count free LC. And we don't know about... Oh, Silver Skink's back! Silver Skink has returned from the depths. Let's see. I gotta think. There we go. What a fun way to start off this one. I didn't think CA was going to be giving us info already. I wasn't expecting any more reveals until Friday. I mean, we got less than a month now till release. He said, guess who's back and drinking and even more drunk than before, drinking screwdrivers. Watch out for this man. Silver Skink is dangerous. Yeah, Techless, I would stay the fuck away from fuck away from him. The Abyssal Dread is his ship, okay. Hand cannon. Luthor Harkin's bullets pack an explosive punch, increasing missile damage for both himself and his zombie gunnery. Woo! Woo! Oh, so he can buff his shooting. Moment of lucidity. Flashes of clarity through the madness serve to increase Luthor Harkin's armor and melee defense. I wonder if that's like a legit skill or if that's one of his personalities. And then Pirate King. Luthor Harkin's reign as Pirate King of the Vampire Coast is absolute, reducing unit upkeep for Harkin's army and increases global recruitment capacity. So these guys have access to global recruitment, which is awesome. ARANESSA is going to be in Sartosa. I will bet anyone in chat who wants to bet against me right now, bring it. Undertaker, no comment. I don't know yet. Okay, and look at this, boys and girls. Look at this. The Galleon's Graveyard. Holy shit, the Mad Lads did it. Look at that. So there's Count Noctilus's starting place right there. He has a brand new province in the middle of the ocean. So we've got the actual Maelstrom as a physical location on the map. That is awesome. That is so exciting. I was really worried they weren't going to do it. Which I saw Janet on occasion, him and Gabo found something that Janet then made a video about, which is that they found the Galleon's Graveyard map, which has like a big maelstrom going on in the center of it. So I'm gonna have to do a big video with all these updates because I don't know if everyone's gonna catch the live stream. But here we see Luthor Harkin's starting location. So we have Luthor Harkin here in the Awakening as the Vampire Coast. Looks like the Dread Fleet is going to be with Count Noctilus in the Galleon's Graveyard. ARANESSA SALTSPITE will almost assuredly start in Sartosa. And then question mark for the Final Lord. I have literally no idea. Maybe Albion? They haven't added any new islands. I imagine they would want it to be somewhere like maybe in the Southlands, like maybe kind of this southern ballpark. I don't know though, or maybe like up here north of Ulthuan. There's some pretty interesting territory up here. So we'll just have to see on that one. I'm really curious. I kind of hope they do the 4th Legendary Lord next, but I honestly think this rotation I think this is the order they're going to reveal them in. So we're going to get Luthor first, they're going to follow it with Noctilus, then they're going to do Saltspite, then they're going to do this lady. I don't know who that is. I'm suspecting that's the order they're going to reveal it in. The Dread Abyssal. So this is Noctilus's unique ship, because they said in the Steam page that every single one of the Legendary Lords has a unique ship. So it looks like this is his. Awesome. I wonder if they're all... oh, man. I bet... I really hope they go whole hog and give them unique models on the campaign map. That's going to be super awesome if they do. Yeah, it kind of looks like the Black Pearl, doesn't it? Minus the giant harpoon launcher. Oh, it's got a tri-barreled cannon in the front. That's exciting. Looks like he's just fucked up a bunch of people. Alright. So these are fantastic reveals. I kind of like how we got like a fighter roster. For like a fighting game where like a new challenger approaches. I feel like I'm waiting for more Smash announcements. Alright, so now I can focus on you guys, chat. I'm gonna play this sea shanty again, because I can. Alright, so very exciting reveal. Lot of info. A lot of info with a small amount of effort. Like, we now have a really strong sense of Luthor Harkin, and he looks great. Do you think they'll change Saltspite's lore to have some undead connection and work better with the theme of the DLC? Probably. I am now 100 now with ARANESSA confirmed. I feel very confident she's going to be a hybrid character. Like, I think she's going to have a living and undead roster, not just undead. Yeah, the Count Noctilus having he has one of the canon variants of the Necrofex Colossus. That's gonna be fucking bonkers. Yeah, please feel free to hit that like button if you're enjoying these reveals, chat. There's only, you know, like 500 of you guys. Only 47 likes. That's not even 10%. Come on. Put a little effort into it. I know stretching your mouse across the screen and clicking that one button is really hard. I know. I totally get it, but, you know, it helps a lot. Pan, yeah. Yep. I would offer to sell one of my kidneys. I feel pretty confident we're gonna see ARANESSA in Sartosa. Look, I even hit my own like button. What do you get from a like? You know what, Bob Ross? Don't even bother. Just don't bother. You don't see the like button. Are you watching it? Are you watching it on the proper area? You should be watching the stream here. Do I see ARANESSA as a good guy or a bad guy? Good guy compared to the other two? In the grand scheme of things, I have no idea. Like, I would say a good guy, but she's still a pirate. So is Saltspite going to be a vampire, or is she just going to stupidly control an undead army for no reason? Well, Inquisitor, one of my doubters, I remember you. Let's see what we're looking at before we start throwing shit at the wall, okay? let's wait to see what they're gonna do with Saltspite before we start reacting, okay? Could I link the page I'm looking at in chat? Yes, I can. There you go. Do we have any idea who the last legendary lord is? Raymond, no. We know she's called the Siren of the Storms, and she has kind of a She's clearly a wizard because she has this kind of... She has a staff that's kind of got a kraken thing going on with some, like, vampire bat wings. And she's got this big old fan. Other than that, we don't know jack. We don't know jack. It looks like she's pretty tall, whoever she is. Silver Skink says, some people who say you can use ship bombardments as a battle ability due to the trailer. Do you think that will occur? That seems extremely likely. That would be an excellent series of battle abilities. If I could have the... Like, kind of like how Black Arcs do bombardments. If they could instead use... If the Vampire Coast had that, but with, like, all of their ships' cannons, like, all the different kind of weapons they have, that would be fucking awesome. It's me, Morothy! It's a me, Morothy. If that's Morothy, she'd put on a few pounds. Vayne, I have no idea. No idea. That would be a really cool mechanic, though. That would temper it to not make it ridiculous. Because the thing is, if only the Legendary Lords were hordes, then it would still require you to take settlements and build an empire. If everybody was a horde, then there wouldn't really be a point. I think it's Vangeist and Drag. Assassinov, that's my favorite theory so far. That is my favorite theory so far. It's just gonna be Vangeist in like horrible makeup and like a wig. Someone posted a white background for the siren. Man, Discord is busy today. Oh yeah. Thank you, Unearthed G. I imagine you're in here watching. Okay, I tried to open it and then just... Imager's just like, nope. Definitely a lady, though. She's wearing a dress. Really hope she's like a Lord of the Deeps caster. Lore of the Deeps caster. Which I saw someone in chat asked earlier if the Lore of the Deeps is in the lore. No, it's a brand new lore. Aristodemos, yes. I finished the story of the Dreadfleet on the stream yesterday. And I did it right at the beginning. Like, before I did any gameplay. So if you want to catch the end of the Dreadfleet story I started telling 2 days ago, then you can just hop on to that live stream. Or you can go watch the recording of the live stream after this and catch it then. Dioff asks, is it possible for a Dark Elf pirate faction? I think so. I would be very, very surprised if the Dark Elf Free LC Lord was not Lokir Fellheart. I really think it's going to be Lokir Fellheart. You could save the image. Wait, where did that go? Save the image and okay, so I have to save it. Oh, now I can open it in stream. Okay, there we go. All right, so this is the fourth Legendary Lord. Definitely a chick. She floating? It almost... I don't know what's going on with her hair. Like, I don't know if it's like a fan of feathers or if she's like got an electricity thing going on. It almost looks like she's floating though. But that could just be the outline. I mean, all the other lords have feet. This person does not have feet. From what I can tell. Like, there's no feet here. Maybe she's a ghost. Maybe, well, that would make sense. If she was the Siren of the Storms, if she was a literal siren, then she would be a ghost. She would be an ethereal lord. Which would be pretty awesome. It's a floating rogue vampire wood elf mage. Man, Enrique, why you gotta ruin it for everybody, man? We're sitting here trying to speculate. You just fucking come in and spoil that shit? Get the hell out of here, man. I'm disappointed in you. Way to ruin it for everybody. Hoping she has a scream ability? That would be hilarious. I mean, if she's a siren, would she sing or would she scream? Is there any hero that's constantly chased by storms? Not in Warhammer Fantasy. There are characters like that in Age of Sigmar, but not Warhammer Fantasy. Warhammer Fantasy. Where did I find this image, Darren? It's on my Discord. Everyone somebody went to this link where they have this, where they're going to be doing the reveals of the entire faction and the race, and they managed to rip these image files of the characters out, and it turns out they had full body images. It's just thankful. Oh my god, that would be the best reveal ever. It wouldn't make any sense, but it would be the best reveal ever. If we get Felhart, could we still get Malice Darkblade in the future? Bong. I mean, they're not going to give us 2. They're only going to give us 1 right now. Pan, I would not be surprised if the Galleon's graveyard is either, like, invisible to everyone except Noctilus, or if it's just super dangerous to everyone else. So I think it will be at the Lauren, yeah, where it's just really, really dangerous. It's Lady Ollander. Oh my, that's way too fat for Lady Ollander, and Lady Ollander wears a veil. Though that would be amazing. I would not be upset with 9 Haunts. That wouldn't make sense. Maybe they do Thankful and Malice in a fan service DLC. Oh man. I feel attacked. I feel attacked. Wasn't there an unofficial Warhammer army roster this year called Nautica with sirens? Not that I'm familiar with. How do I think they'll handle Skeggy? What do you mean how they'll handle Skeggy? Skeggy's already, like, done. Like, Skeggy's a AI-controlled faction, but it has a unique building if you sail over there as the Norskins and take it. Lore Master, what are the chances of Deathstreak Terrorgeist being elite Terrorgeist? 0. I think they're literally just going to be Terrorgeist. They're just going to look different. Like, they're only giving them a different name, so you can probably, like, just because of the different factions. I think they're just going to be Terrorgeist, though. They might have, like, Aquatic, maybe, but I think he meant Wolfric and his unique ship. Oh god, I don't. God. I know the name of Wolfric's ship. I know this. It's slipping my mind at the moment. It's the Golden Magus with the headdress. The Golden Magus was a very heavy individual. He was a wizard. He was bald though. He'd have to be wearing something pretty elaborate. Seafang. Yeah, thank you. All right, we got it. I don't like saying that is not correct. That is the wrong part of the body. It is C anatomical feature, but it's not that feature. Clockwork Thunder Tusks. He wore an elaborate turban. That's true, but that looks like feathers, not a turban. A turban would be round. This is like the opposite of the round. It's all good, King of the Dead. Rock Cauliflower. Do you have a quote on that? I'm lazy, so I'm just gonna keep hitting that when I remember. So will Saltspite just have reskinned Empire units plus a few VC units? I have no idea, Shagrit. I don't know. We won't know until they go over her. Sort of looks like a banshee's hair when they're screeching. Yeah, kind of. Looks like a torn up hat. Very elaborate torn up hat. Any chance of seeing the undead Skaven pirate? Maybe as like a rogue army? Or like an event, but he's not going to be playable. Rachel from Friends. Yeah, Ben, a lot of people have gotten me that feedback. A lot of people in campaign have come across mixed undead and living armies. So I really hope we're getting a playable one, because that would be fun. Is that a halberd on Noctilus? It sure as hell is. They're an axe, but I'm pretty sure it's a halberd. Let me look at his full body image. We have a couple of full body images in the Discord. Which if you haven't joined, you should. The mods have been posting links to join it in chat. You should come. A lot of info's getting... Oh yeah, that's a halberd. That's a halberd. It's pretty long. Yeah, so there it looks like they have 2 halberd lords. Looks like we've got Noctilus with a halberd, and then Saltspite's weapon is a halberd. Maybe it's a trident? But even then, I imagine it would still work like a halberd. Yeah, it looks kind of just looks like a halberd. Doesn't really look like there's a back end. I'd have to look up her character model. So it looks like they might have double halberd lords. Though ARANESSA SALTSPITE, I would be really surprised if she had like charge defense or anything like that. I think she's just going to be super offense. For those of you wondering what Saltspite's weapon looks like when it's not blurred out, oops. This is Saltspite's weapon. So it's kind of a trident. It's like a trident, but this part didn't get the memo about going all the way up. But it's like a full body length. So she'll probably be strong against large units and maybe have AP, but I don't think it'll be very defensive based on her playstyle. Hey, welcome, Samuel. I'm happy to come by, and I heard a donation and I was too busy rambling. Silver Skink throws another one that says, you might wonder why I only submit questions via donations because I'm an elitist. Man, I wish everyone did that. Thanks, Silver Skink. You're very, very supportive of what I do, and I appreciate it. A harpoon, yeah, that's a good way to think of it. I mean, it looks like it's some kind of bone from a monster. She sounds like Morothy, but super fast and athletic. Yeah. But she doesn't use magic. I really doubt she's gonna throw it. She's not really known for her range capabilities. Inquisitor Thomas, so how the hell will Saltspite work if she has 2 blades for legs? So I cannot give you an answer that works in our reality. In the Warhammer universe, the Saltspite is like incredibly acrobatic and is super strong. Also, Misha, that was not funny. That actually spooked me for half a second. Where's Chloe? She's sleeping on the bed. Oh, hey, want this? Want this? I'll put it right here. Put it right there. Riverbank! Damn it, Riverbank! I thought it was going to be an insightful question, and it was the opposite. Just a reminder for anyone that's curious, if you are interested in donating and supporting the stream, which I really, really appreciate, please consider using the Streamlabs link in the description. Also, completely shameless plug and fun fact, if you look at the description for the live stream, there is a Fanatical link that has it's a reference link. If you go to fanatical.com right now, you can actually pick up Curse of the Vampire Coast for 21% off instead of the meager 10% off you would get off Steam. And you would be helping support the channel. Just a thought. I would not be surprised if Saltspite had a crab mount, but does she have crabs? Debatable. Who's the other woman king of the dead? No idea. I honestly have no idea. Happy Blackbeard? I hope so. I mean, for the Skaven assassins and stuff, they simulated their dodge and their agility with a physical resist bonus, so maybe they'll do something similar. What are we watching? We're just talking, Jim. We're just talking. Great Book of Grudges. I hope she'll have unique animation. We'll probably hop into doing something here in a minute, but where would the 4 lords start? So Shadow Shroom, looking at the map that we have, they've already revealed Luthor Harkin starts in the Awakening here in the Vampire Coast. And then we see that they've added a new province to the map, which is the Galleon's Graveyard, which is clearly where Count Noctilus is going to start. And then ARANESSA SALTSPITE is almost assuredly going to start in Sartosa. The Fourth Lord, I don't know who it is. I don't know anything about them other than they're called the Siren of the Storms, and they could literally start anywhere. Could Saltspite have Vampire Coast units? I imagine she will have a significant Vampire Coast roster. Look up Countess Carlotta Jacoba. I will do that after the stream because I don't know if that's a trap or not. Not that I don't trust you, chat, but I don't trust you. ARANESSA could top the list of waifus. It's possible. That island in the Sea of Chaos looks new. No, that's been there. That's been there. I was literally doing some messing around with maps just the other day. Is Vampire Counts going to be available for ladder? Do you mean Vampire Coast? And if so, yeah. Every race they put in the game is available for multiplayer and ladder play. Waifu with swordfish legs? No way. Yep, it's a thing. It is a thing. We are in the dankest timeline. We are in the dankest timeline now. Go to Steam and read comments. You will find the 4th legendary lord. That would be very surprising, but what the hell? Let's take a gander. Let's see. You know, like, where on Steam? There's... Well, actually, someone could just post who Steam apparently thinks the 4th legendary lord is. Who is someone... Oh, hi, dog. I didn't even hear you sneak up behind me. Here, I'll move this over so y'all can blow instead of me. Someone's like, on Steam, they reveal it, and it's like, oh yeah, Steam's not like a fucking huge place or anything. The Siren of the Storms replaced the Necroc Brotherhood of the Uninhabited Elven... Maybe. Maybe, Silver Skink. Also, thanks again for the donation. I don't know. That's a distinct possibility. Camera? Camera? She's like, what are you doing? There we go. That'll work. She's just staring on me. See Ella post, go to the comments. Comments of what? Specifics, people. What are you doing? Snoozing. Comments at the Steam page? Where are you? Where do you even find the comments on this? Share, embed, see more like this. There's no reviews. Vampire Coast Legendary Lord Luthor Harkin forum halfway through. Oh, click. Okay, someone posted on Discord. Okay. There. The mystery is on. Going Scooby-Doo up in this shit. Chloe, why are you looking away from the camera? It's not what you're supposed to do. Oh, I see. Comtesse Carlotta Jacoba, Queen in the Veil of... that's very unlikely. She's dead. She is super dead. Like, she died a super long time ago. She died a hilariously long time ago. Also, this lady looks kind of meaty. And I don't really like. They both have a fan, and they are both undead. But Jarkata's a vampire, first of all. Second of all, she was in Sylvania exclusively. She had nothing to do with the coast. Second of all, Azhag was killed, but at the time of the setting, the only two characters who have come back from the dead in the setting are Vlad and Isabella. Everyone else is alive at the start of the setting. Like Azhag's not dead when Total War Warhammer takes place. Yeah, no. I don't. No. I think y'all are crazy. No. She is not. No. Just no. League, I assume you're in the Discord. Yes, you can get a refund if you bought it and get it on Fanatical. You just have to go through the refund process. Isn't the White Dwarf technically a ghost? No, he's not a ghost. He's more like a demigod. He's just reincarnated. But he's not ethereal. He's not a ghost. Well, I'm just gonna do that, and that. Okay, that one's taken care of. I beat you to it, Misha. Alright. Do I think the vampire counts and coast can confederate? No. No. Thighs don't think of them, just because they're both vampires, don't think of them as related. They're not related. Don't do that to yourself. From everything I've seen, they're completely separate races. What about the Green Knight? The Green Knight is a ghost. He is ethereal. Yep. Grombrindal is physical. Like, he does some pretty shenanigan things, but he has a physical form. You can shoot him and the bullet wouldn't go through him. It would hurt him. He's just kind of a god. I have no idea, Orc Warboss. Live yeah, you are a little late to the party. I'll just keep posting this link in chat. If Harkon encountered Khalida south of the jungle, what would Harkon's first thought or reaction be? Harkon, well, with how crazy he is, he would probably just demand she swear fealty to him. And then she would realize he's a vampire and she would try and kill him and a fight would break out. Is that albino Kroxagor akin to Grombrindal? Yes. Nakai the Wanderer is similar to Grombrindal. Yeah. Those are some quality pirate hats. Yeah, we got a bandana of whatever the hell this chick's got going on. Luthor Harkin unfortunately doesn't have a hat, but Noctilus has a really fancy hat. He's got a big old tricorn hat. Elsa Undermar? Not familiar with who that is. Do I think the Vampire Coast legendary lords will get synchronized kills? Probably. I don't know. Like, against generic troops, almost certainly, yeah. Your dead mother-in-law. Will Archon get a bonus with the Vampire Coast relationships? I hope so, Dreadlonulus. He should. He should. Who is the middle and the fourth lord? So, we don't know who this is yet. Luthor Harkin, Count Noctilus, ARANESSA SALTSPITE. Don't know. What do I think is going to happen when CA revamps the vampire counts? I don't know. I'm expecting them to add like a new system, maybe? Like kind of like, because with the dwarves, we essentially got a new unit, and we got a new unit and the rune crafting system. So I'm expecting something in that ballpark. Other than the Vampire Coast, Undead Pirates, and Lokir Fellheart, what other factions could you see having a pirate legendary lord? None. None. Alright, Raw Cauliflower. See you later, man. Thanks for coming by. Vampire accounts are working great, yeah, but you can always do more. You can always do more. I don't think a lot of you realize how fat this character is. I see a lot of people saying it's Isabella or this other random Von Karstein lady or someone like Neferata. It's like, do y'all realize how fat she looks? And do you realize how skinny all those characters are? Like, this is a thick character. You might not realize it, but if you really look at the image, that's a thick lady right there. Just a poofy dress? Nah. Hey, I didn't say it was bad. I'm just saying. No Yago Roth. That is true, Christian. Hopefully Yago Roth will be like a... Maybe he'll be his like quest battle enemy. Or maybe he'll have like a cameo. Elspeth von Draken. I know a couple people that would simultaneously make very angry and very happy. Zaxxon, yeah, it definitely looks like a mage. Yeah. A lot of people think it's an ethereal character, like a ghost or a Siren of the Storm, so it's probably a ghost, a siren, which are kind of like banshees but a little different. So she's probably just gonna be a completely unique character. Guys versus girls. Oh man, that would be classic. It's not going to be Van Guys. That's true, Will. I mean, the good news is I'm kind of glad none of the lords are subordinates of Noctilus. I'm genuinely glad none of his subordinates are legendary lords. There you go, Carl. No free LC has been announced yet. We still don't know. Dracula would not make sense for a legendary lord. If they were going to do Dracula, he should be a hero that signs up with... he should be like your starting hero with Harkin. Luca, that's certainly 100% possible. Like, if Harkin had a starting vampire fleet captain, it should just be named Dracula. What's the island between the Vampire Coast and Ulthuan? That's a new province they've added onto the map. That's the Galleon's Graveyard. Sweet Jesus, Silver Skink. $100 donation. Holy shit. You're just rolling the money out. Thanks, man. Fuck. Really appreciate it. Galleon's Graveyard, it's basically... it's Davy Jones' Locker. It's Warhammer's version of Davy Jones' Locker. Oh, Chloe moved? Oh, yeah, she went to lay down on the pillows. So let's restore the camera to normal here. Yeah. Really need to get a dog cam. Like, just a camera that hovers over the bed. One makes me say the final character is a female because CA told us that in this letter that I tabbed out of because I'm stupid. X'd out of. Scrolling. This one. I'll even post it for you in chat. That's our evidence that the siren, that she's called the Siren of the Storms and she's a lady. Hanzo, that's true. That is true. I don't think they're gonna steal the Ideneth Deacon's lore, though. I think they're gonna develop it differently. If the free LC Lord or DLC Lord for the Lizardmen was Gorok or Nakai, I would be super excited. That would be awesome. Vane, let's not do that. Lucad, I don't think it's the name of the ship because I understand there are people who feel very convinced that saying, oh, well, that's what, ships are referred to as she. But the thing is, the way the sentence is formed is that it talks about Luthor Harkin and something the equivalent of Luthor Harkin, which means it's another character. It's another undead pirate lord. Proxigors need more love and vanilla? Yeah, they do. Heavy point? Yeah, no. It's not Jacoba. There's no way. There's no way in hell. No way in hell. If anybody, tell you what, if anybody wants to take a bet with me right now, if anyone wants to take a bet with me right now that it's Jacoba, I will put money on the line. I will buy you this DLC if I'm wrong. I feel very confident it's an original character. Or Van Geist Drag. I will also accept that. I will set up a unique channel on the Discord called People versus SOTEK. And it will be everyone who thinks that it's not Jacoba and versus me. Or everyone who thinks it is Jacoba versus me. I will take everybody on. Silver Skate, thanks for another donation. He's just fucking... no, let's not do that. Let's not... No. No. Audacious Vial, that might be a little bit large of a sum. I would probably advise putting it somewhere more reasonably. I mean, do what you want, but like if I'm saying I'm gonna throw down like, it'd be like a $15 bet. If you want to honor up, I mean, I'm not gonna like fucking bust anybody's balls over it. If I'm right, I could be wrong, but I'll hold to my side of the agreement. If it's revealed to be Jacoba, I will buy anyone who thinks it's Jacoba the DLC. No, Jacoba. Silver Skink says, here's $20 for that bet, and yet he donated $30. Well, Misha, it's not going to be, like, official. Like, if somebody's wrong and they decide that they want to donate to the channel because they lose the bet, that's fine. But if they're wrong and they're just like, oh, I was wrong, then I mean that's fine. I like telling people they're wrong. That is a pastime that I genuinely enjoy. So I'm enjoying it today with ARANESSA SALTSPITE. There are plenty of people who told me I was crazy. I posted the link in chat. That's who people think the 4th Legendary Lord is. And I think they're crazy. Jacoba's not nearly fat enough. She's not fat enough. Muhammad, that does seem to be the case. What did Silver Skink say this? Oh, okay. Dear Lord. Silver Skink's cracking me up. I'm crazy? A little bit. Oh, you have to join the Discord, though. If you want to be part of the bet, you have to join the Discord. And I'll make a channel about it. The shadow fits perfectly to the Comtesse. You say so, Hamza. If you say so, man. A 4th Lord could be an Amazon? Briggers, if they were going to do Amazons, they would probably have their own DLC at this point. If they managed to make the Vampire Coast into its own DLC, they could do the Amazons. Aubrey, we don't know. We know that Saltspite is a lord. We don't know anything else. We don't know anything else. She could be a vampire now. She could be pure undead. She could be Um, I don't know. Like there's a ton of people she could be. I said that wrong. There's a ton of ways they could do her. Like she could be a hybrid. She could be pure undead. She could be pure living. She could. There are a lot of different ways. But she's literally an Warhammer version. She's grimdark Ariel the Little Mermaid. Azir, no. I just get to make fun of you if you're wrong. If you're somebody that's like, oh, I'll donate to the channel if I'm wrong, I'm not going to stop you, but I'm not going to hold you to it either. I'm late. How did we confirm this? This is how. Read it and weep. Do we know a Saltspite is thick? I think she's more of like a lithe. What do you mean I done goofed? How did I goof? Yeah, and already my chat has been flickering as well. Yes, no, JK, I'm drunk. Silver Skink, I feel like every time I start streaming, you just start throwing it back as fast and hard as you can. Just start throwing money at the screen. Did any more units get revealed? No, but we got a lot of information about the Legendary Lords. We got a ton of information. Zoxan, nope. Nope. I've literally looked through all the books I have, and this lady here, front and center, nothing matches. Literally nothing. There is no character in the lore who matches her in any way, shape, or form. It's the Golden Magus I want it to be, so it will spite everybody. Oh, we got the vampire hero was revealed. Who has the best lore among the new legendary lords? That's pretty subjective. I like Saltspite the most. Yeah, quick run of info that dropped today. If you go to the Academy link, there's a ton of info about Luthor Harkin. We also have it 100% confirmed now that we've got Count Noctilus, ARANESSA SALTSPITE based on their outlines. There is a fourth legendary lord who I believe is the character mentioned in this letter here, the Siren of the Storms, because it looks like a lady, and she looks like she's probably kind of spooky and a ghost, and a siren is a ghost. So that seems pretty logical, but I don't know any character in the lore that meets her story, or meets her epithet and her description. So I don't know who this is. I don't think there's any actual information about that. We also got confirmation that vampire fleet captains are a hero choice, so there are vampire heroes for the faction. We also learned all about Luthor Harkin, and we also got a map showing starting locations, and it revealed that there's a new province on the map called the Galleon's Graveyard, which is kind of like Davy Jones' Locker for the Warhammer world, and that's where Count Noctilus hangs out. So we're looking at starting positions of Count Noctilus being in the Galleon's Graveyard, Luthor Harkin being in the Vampire Coast, ARANESSA SALTSPITE being in Sartosa, and then we obviously don't know where Mystery Lady is because we don't have any information about who it is. There's a lot of people who think it's Comtessa Jacoba, but I have made the poor decision to challenge people to bets if they're willing to take me on. What's Justin's all-time donation count so I can work towards it? I have no idea. I don't know, and I'm scared to tell you. Justin and Scion hit some pretty ridiculous levels. I don't want to give you amounts because I feel like that would be irresponsible. Thank you, though, for your very generous support. $50,000. Each legendary lord has a ship of his/her own to customize as a horde. What about the generic lords? Can their ships be customized too? I doubt it, the Mr. Adrian. If the generic lords were also hordes, then you would just make the entire faction a horde, right? Like, what would be the point of building an empire if everyone in your faction was also a horde? Does that make sense? Prince Aurelian? When will we see gameplay? I don't know, Atticus. Why don't you call CA and ask them? Where's ARANESSA SALTSPITE revealed? On this link. Right here. Greetings from Germany. Hello, Mateus. Kinjax? I can't answer that. I don't know. I don't know how she makes sense as a Vampire Coast Legendary Lord. I have faith in CA, and I'm willing to see what they did with the character to make her work for the Vampire Coast, and we will see what happens. Do I wear pants? Yes. Not always, but yes. Right now, yes. Just in case I would have to get up for some reason. I don't want to get flagged by YouTube. I called CA, they said ask you. We'll call again, because clearly they were talking about somebody else. I don't fucking know what CA is doing. Greetings from Holland. Hello, Roshan. I didn't know Noctilus had an axe. He did not in his story. That's something they seem to have added to him. Will the ships be in character, or will they be separated? I don't know. I don't know. I only know as much as you guys know about the actual mechanics. We know the exact same amount. Shane is Imperium. That's what I'm suspecting. Think with your dipstick. That's because I followed the breadcrumbs, brother. Also, I have a chat that has a disturbing habit of just combing over every possible detail and linking it. When we did the live stream for the reveal, I was like, "Oh, it's Harkin," and then I was ready to call it a day, and people were like, "Look, there's Noctilus," and then somebody else was like, "Look, there's this chick standing behind Luthor," and we looked at it, and I was like, "Oh yeah, okay." It helps when you have like 600 pairs of eyes. What do I think the end game for each of these factions will be like? Well, it seems like Aminar has something to do with their end game, the giant merworm colossus creature, but I don't know how they're gonna use him because he's too big to fight. He's way too big. So I don't know how they're gonna play that. Oh wait, no, yeah I do, because they talk about it on the Steam page. They say it on here somewhere. Objectives. So it says only one who controls the star metal harpoon will tame the beast and become immune to its ravenous hungers. However, the harpoon, first you have to find the harpoon, invigorate it using 3 verses of a secret ancient sea shanty, and after you have the fully powered star metal harpoon in hand, you can embark on the final fateful battle to bend Aminar to your will. So it looks like you're going to go out to control the giant merworm. So that's going to be their end game. Nope, Tommy, I don't know who it is. There's no lore All I know is 99.9% of the Warhammer lore from 7th edition forward, because if I don't say that, someone's going to fucking come out of the woodworks and demand 5th edition info. And there is no character who fits that description. Nah, Jane, no. No. ARANESSA's epithet is the Queen of Tides. They're not just going to give her a new epithet. That would be stupid. Bane, what garbage did you just post? Ah! That's terrifying. It's a shame we won't get the fat vampire pirate. Yeah. How long before Game of Thrones and Total War Warhammer? I mean, the Dark Elves kind of fit the aesthetic of Game of Thrones. Great job, you made a Jabberslith even uglier. I didn't think it was possible. Giga Slayer, I hope so. An ethereal lord would be super exciting. It'd be super exciting. Who's this Jacoba that everyone is talking about? Comtesse Jacoba is literally this footnote character from a really long time ago. When they released the big Warhammer Fantasy book, like the big core rule book, there's a section dedicated to every race, like 2 or 3 pages. And for the vampire counts, they had a page that on both sides it was just this really fascinating artwork that had just a bunch of random characters with names. About half of them actually were characters that existed in the lore, and half of them were just random. If memory serves correctly, she's called the Lady of the Veil, I think. And if I remember right, she died during the... I think she died during the second stages of the Vampire Wars when Conrad was in charge. I might actually be... Oh, you know what? Nope, that's somebody different. I don't think Comtesse Jacob actually had... Or Jacoba, whatever. I don't think she actually shows up in the lore. Because I'm thinking of a different character. I was thinking of there's a vampire countess who she summons like permanent darkness on top of her citadel to protect it, and a bunch of dwarves end up going in there, and despite the fact they can't see, they end up kicking her ass and killing her anyway. And she gets brought back as a banshee right before the end times. But that's not her name. That's a different character. I hope the free LC character is Lokir Felhart. Me too, Larry. I think he would be very fitting. Wasn't the Countess the one girl who melt with a living colossus and then rampaged across the land in the living? Mystery Adrian, you're thinking of... I've actually got that book right here. That is not her name. That was a necromancer, not a vampire. And her name was... Infanta Leonora Navre, also known as Darkness's daughter. That's the chick who combined herself with the Necrofex Colossus and terrorized Astalia first century. What's my favorite faction? Lizardman. Hands down. No question. No question. I like my dinosaurs, man. I love my dinosaurs. Bit Zero, I wouldn't count it out. They've been throwing mounts around like they're hot candy. Luthor Harkin didn't have a mount in the lore, and now he has a Terrorgeist for a mount. Yeah, ARANESSA SALTSPITE is confirmed. Yep, 100%. They haven't officially announced it, but we have her outline, and it's 100%. Alright, guys. I've been streaming now for over an hour, and it's literally just us talking in circles at this point. If y'all want to do me a huge solid, please consider hitting the like button just to help the stream out. It really, really helps me. Like, it's an easy little thing to do, and it helps a lot. I know you probably get sick of hearing every creator talk about it, but, you know. In any event, I'm going to get going for now. I got to go do some stuff. If I can get the thumbnail from my guy who makes thumbnails, then hopefully we will start Dawn of War 2 Chaos Rising today. But if I don't get that today, then we'll start it tomorrow. I'm probably going to stream on Twitch in a little bit if anybody wants to come and keep chatting. Mods, if y'all could spam post, like literally just make it a wall of a link to join the Discord, I'd really appreciate it. If y'all are new around here, please consider come hanging out on the Discord. That's where we have all our discussions and people are digging through stuff and helping me look for things because I only have 2 eyes and 1 mind, so I can't be everywhere at once. Also, if you want to participate in the stupid bet we're going to do about who the 4th Legendary Lord is, then you're going to want to join the Discord. I will make a special channel that'll be called the Betting Ring. Good job, mods. So thanks for watching. I appreciate y'all coming by. I'll have the sea shanty play us out. And if you missed the stream earlier, feel free to hop back to the beginning. Because it'll post up in a few minutes and you can indulge. So thanks again for watching. I will be live on Twitch in probably just a little bit for some Heroes of the Storm. Thanks again for coming by. Really appreciate it. Silver Skink, thanks for once again like single-handedly paying for like everything. thanks for bankrolling chat. Alright, and yeah, if you missed the stream, don't panic. It'll be uploaded in just a little bit, and then you can watch it yourself and catch me arguing with chat for an hour. Catch you guys later. Bye.